Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy astrology. My name is Tonia, and today we are discussing the Pisces new moon for water signs. So if you are a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, then this video is for none other than you. And that is for your ascendant, sun, or moon. So be sure you read all three if you are looking to get the full picture of what this lunation event is likely to bring you. So we're going to look at the chart, we're going to look at all those signs and see what the juicy details are. Before I do though, if you're a student of astrology and looking to actually learn astrology, you want to be able to look at a chart and know what everything means. Everything from the planets, the signs, the houses, the aspects, the karmic points, even, yes, the asteroids, all of that stuff. I am offering an astrology school again, starting in May. Enrollment is filling up, so be sure you schedule your call with me today, and I will discuss details with you, and you will tell me your interests and your goals, and we will discuss how this program may or may not serve your goals. And with that said, you can schedule that call with me using the link down below. It is a 6-month program. I just graduated a crew of people. They're fantastic. They are capable, confident astrologers. It was a very powerful experience, as always, to see them transform through this period of learning with me. And, we have a very intimate learning style. We have a weekly Zoom meeting, and every single weekend we meet and we talk for hours. And it's not just me, yap, 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 you listen the whole time. No, no, no. I talk a little bit and then I ask you to show me how to apply what I just talked about. And I talk for a little bit and then I'm like, okay, you show me you understand that now. Do it yourself. And I support you in that process. And that's how you actually build confident, capable astrologers, not just by sitting there listening to a lecture every day, all day. No, this is engaged, active learning. That type of learning has its own merit, its own value, but if you want to learn this skill, you want to have this craft, this ability, you need to practice it, okay? I do also assign treasure hunts, which is my vibration of homework. So it's a lot more fun, in my opinion, because you're doing something you love. And we use your chart so that you get a really good entryway into astrology, as you know yourself better than you know anybody else, right? So there's that much for you. Again, spots are already filling up, so use the link down below to register your call with me today. We are rocking and rolling, baby, in May. Okay? Okay, great. Now, with that said, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer people, let us look at this chart for this new moon, starting with Pisces. So if you're a Pisces ascendant, sun, or moon, lucky you, it is your new moon, baby. Congratulations. You only get one in your sign per year, generally speaking, unless it's a blue moon and it's in the same sign, twice in that month in the same sign. But moving right along, this is a very auspicious new moon for you, Pisces, because this new moon is conjunct Venus and Neptune. And I'm going to give you the good stuff, and then I'm going to give you the stuff to watch out for, okay, Pisces? This is your first house, so it's everything to do with you, your health, who you are in the world at a very, this is how I interface with the world type of level, everyday type of level, okay? So just be aware that you're going to be feeling things even more than usual, Pisces. And I know all the Pisces are out there like, oh my God, like rolling their eyes, like, how could I feel any more? I'm already a Pisces, I get it. Believe me, I get it. I have a Scorpio stellium and a South Node in Cancer, but I get it. And you're going to be, more intuitive than ever. And you're going to be all the Piscean things that you already are more than ever. And you have the ability to be the good Piscean things though, like the empath that that ability you have, Pisces, to be empathetic and to be deeply psychic and knowledgeable and knowing and wise. You're going to just turn the dial up on that energy that's already there in your everyday life and be feeling even more tapped in, tuned in, turned on to all of the good Pisces things you have within you. You're going to be feeling more empathetic, more wise and intuitive with the energy around you and how to engage with it. And other people, especially if this is your ascendant you're reading for, are going to be seeing you as that. So you could finally get some, put some respect on my name kind of energy as a Pisces. Pisces people could finally be getting some well-deserved recognition for the next month for being these Pisces things that you are, that I just outlined, okay? And if you are an altruistic Pisces, an empathetic, altruistic, self-sacrificing, martyr kind of Pisces, you could get some of the better things that go along with that energy for the next month. And this is going to segue us into the what to watch out for, Pisces. I want you to watch out for being too much of that, especially if you're a Pisces who knows you already lean that way. Don't get too sacrificial martyrdom. If you something in your alert system says alert, alert, you're being like a little too martyrdom, you're sacrificing everything that you don't have enough to give to be that sacrificial. Just be aware, Pisces, don't do that. Don't do that. Put the brakes on, watch out, because Venus and Neptune is like Pisces on fleet. It's like Pisces times 10. It's very escapist prone. It's very fantasy illusion prone, especially all the Pisces moon people in the room. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Do not get lost in a fantasy. All y'all Pisces moon people, you better watch out, because for better, you can apply this in creative context and be like the best, literally the best creative channeler, period. Okay. Over the next month, you're just going to be a freaking prolific, just channeled. You're in your like bullseye of spiritual abyss, creating your music, creating your artistry, your paintings, whatever it is, your poetry, Pisces people. Okay. But if you're a Pisces and you're like getting lost in the abyss, and you're getting lost in the depths of Pisces, and you're going through all the emotional turmoil and the illusion that can go along with that, and fuel that, just don't put the brakes on. Do the Pisces thing and put yourself in a better emotional environment, so that you're better emotionally able and capable of having a little bit more protection around your energy at this point in time. If you are feeling really ideal, like too ideal, like you're aware, or like I have rose colored glasses on right now, don't be afraid to ask a friend. Don't be afraid to refer to somebody else in your network even, okay? Because Jupiter, the dispositor of Pisces, or the ruling planet of Pisces in ancient astrology, original astrology, is in the sign of Aquarius, which is networks and groups of people, okay? Now, also Pisces, the other negative potential though, because of this, the dispositor of this new moon being in your 12th house, you might lose something. You might have to deal with a loss, and it might be a psychological loss. That's kind of a scary thing to say, but it could be. And it might also be a subconscious shift. Just as much as it might be a loss, it could very well be like a spiritual awareness or a meditative retreat, which is it can be very auspicious and very pleasurable as well. So I'm certainly not trying to scare anybody. I'm just putting out all the potentials here. So you are called to be more introverted though, Pisces. And that is a little bit ironic that you might be getting more recognition than before over the next month, but you're going to be feeling the need to retreat even more. And it might come across in the sense of everybody around you is more empathetic than usual, more feeling than usual, and you're like, great, finally people are more on my vibration. But then because of that, everybody is taking all of that energy to you, because they know that you're the one who can deal with that, right? And that's you're the place that belongs, quote unquote, in their life. So they're like, oh my God, I have this for you to deal with, Pisces. And you're like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm still a Pisces. I need to retreat. I need to have my own space. I need to do my thing where y'all don't even see me. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware, Pisces people, that this is the energy we're dealing with. More people are going to be more vibey, like you're usually vibey. You're going to be more recognized for being vibey, but you might also have to retreat because of that and feel like this need of like, okay. And because Mars is freshly in your 4th house, you're going to be feeling like there's a lot to do at home anyway, a lot to do with your legacy as well that you inherited, your roots, your family. A lot of Pisces out there are dealing with family things under this energy, like people you live with, family, and people you come from, family. Okay. So you're thinking a lot about what you inherited with your legacy of your family as well, Pisces. With this Mars activating that IC, that 4th house for you. So there's that to consider as well. But Pisces, I think we talked a lot about it. I think you have a good idea of what to look out for, what to do, how to cope, how to deal. And if you are Pisces looking to like use healthy levels of non-harmful substances like cannabis, like mushrooms, like whatever you use, I always encourage the natural things and in moderation and in healthy dosages and healthy environments if you're going to do those sorts of things. I'm not saying to go and do them. I'm just saying if you're doing it, then you can do those things and have pleasurable outcomes at this time under this energy. Okay. Cool. So Pisces, if you're learning astrology and want to really learn once and for all from a legitimate source in a supportive learning environment, be sure, Pisces, to check out my astrology school. Schedule a call with me today so we can talk details, and you can use the link in the description box to do that. Before you jet out of here, please do share the love and hit the like button. It costs you nothing, and it's a great way to support the channel's growth and just getting more people this information for free. Okay, awesome. If you're a Cancer, moving on to Cancer, ascendant, sun, and moon. Cancer people, you're going to be feeling this in a very auspicious way. I'm very much so feeling like this is a great new moon for you. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. This Saturday, for the next month is going to be an interesting period of time for you. I am going to say, I think a lot of Cancer people out there, if you're not already partnered up, especially if you're a Cancer who is, you've already had a marriage and now you're like looking for your next partner, you might very well meet that next partner and they might very well seem too good to be true, but they actually are. And that's because this new moon is happening in your 9th house. And there is a cautionary side of this new moon that I've talked about in my general video, which please do watch if you haven't watched it already. I have a general video on this new moon and Pisces energy. So I talk a lot more about that there, and you want to be aware of that, Cancer. But the fact that this new moon is happening in your 9th house is a very auspicious indicator. It's an indicator to me that you have, more likely than not, the positive aspects of this energy coming to you, Cancers. The 9th house is a house of joy. You have a new moon in the house of joy, okay? And that new moon is conjunct Venus and Neptune. And Venus and Neptune together, this is the fairy tale story, you know what I'm saying? And in the nice fairy tale house, the 9th house. So there is this sense of idealism and this sense of like, it is too good to be true, but it is because it's in your 9th house, and there is this sense of like dreams come true kind of energy that could very well happen for you as Cancers, as Cancer ascendant, sun, or moon people. And all the more powerful is that the moon, which is your ruling planet if you're a Cancer, is in the 9th house with it because it's a new moon, right? You're like, yeah, it's a new moon. But that means it's like extra important for you. All moons are more important for you as Cancers because you're a Cancer. You're ruled by the moon. So you're just one of the signs that's going to really show up, with the lunation events. They're going to show up more in your life. So with that said, congratulations in advance for any Cancers who are having a really auspicious thing happen there with that 9th house. And just to speak on what some of these like really nice fairy tale stories could be, it could, with the 9th house especially, yes, it could be a second life partner or a second marriage. Yes, it could also be deciding to go back to school. Higher education belongs in the 9th house. If you are in school and you're a Cancer, you could have a really nice experience right now. You could feel like you're philosophically just in the right place and you're in the right stage of life for this experience, and things just feel like they're really lining up. You could also feel like you get a chance to really express your beliefs, your true beliefs, your philosophies, if you're a Cancer, okay, in the world. And so you could be having this really, really nice philosophical exchange with people in your environment in the world, because the 9th house is your belief systems. And with the new moon there, you're feeling like, oh, I'm in alignment with my belief systems, or the world is hearing me out on my philosophy and how I look at things, and people are going to hear you and feel like you're more approachable within that, because the Venus Neptune thing really softens people's perceptions of your beliefs at this time, and it helps people see the more virtuistic aspects of your beliefs. And more likely than not, Cancer, the beliefs you feel like sharing at this point in time are going to be more benefic and altruistic in nature. With Venus Neptune conjunction, that's all about ideals, the ideal situation, the preferred situation. So you're going to be having a little bit more leverage to discuss what the preferred quote unquote situation is for you in a lot of different arenas of life. And it's just going to involve belief systems and involve as well a sense of spirituality. So if you are also a spiritual Cancer, or if you're a Cancer seeking spirituality and you're seeking a more spiritual experience in your life, you could be having some really profound experiences under this lunation event. So just something to think about, Cancers. I think again, it's a lot of joy though coming your way, because the ninth house is a happy house. At a very rudimentary level, I think a lot of Cancers are going to be having just happy new beginnings, happy auspicious things, happening for you under the next month. To have this energy in the ninth house, it almost is a security net against the lower vibrations that can happen. But just to speak on them, just so you're aware, don't get caught, Cancers, in somebody else's delusional belief systems, and just like, don't get caught in this, like, oh yeah, they're like so great, they just believe all the same things I believe, and isn't it just amazing? And then a month later, we have a new moon in Aries, and you're like, wait a minute, this person isn't who I thought they were, or whatever. It could be in the fullness of time, it's not just within a month spectrum. But just be aware, not to get too caught up in like this bliss idea. Don't put too much faith in the game. If you are looking to grow your faith though, if you're looking to grow like a wounded spiritual connection and heal that, it is the best time to be healing a spiritual connection if you are a Cancer ascendant, sun, or moon. Okay? I hope that brought you value, Cancers. If it did, hit that like button, because it's a cool way to say thanks and this was good content and I want to see other people get access to it for free. Also, Cancers, if you are looking to actually learn astrology once and for all for yourself, make sure you schedule a call with me in the description box using that link down below, so that we can discuss details on the upcoming WizdomDropz astrology school. Okay. Thank you, Cancers, as always, for being awesome. And with that said, we're going to move right along to Scorpios. And Scorpios, I zoomed too far ahead here. You can see the moon is now in Aries, but you're Scorpio, so I have no doubt you're going to be able to follow what I'm talking about. Just pretend the moon is still here at the sun at 23 degrees of Pisces, which is where the lunation is perfecting. Okay. So I wanted to make sure you had the visual of you on the ascendant though, Scorpio. So Scorpio ascendant, sun, and moon people, what does this new moon in the sign of Pisces in your 5th house bring for you? Well, let me tell you, this is a great house to have the new moon in. The 5th house is a very happy house. The 5th house is a house of, happiness, but also creations. And so if you are a Scorpio ascendant, sun, or moon, and you're trying to create something, whether it's a small business or a child or any kind of artistic endeavor whatsoever, maybe you just want to draw, maybe you just want to sculpt, whatever your scorpionic pursuits are, you're going to be feeling a lot more energized to do that under this. And you're going to not only have the energy to do this, but you're going to be feeling the deep the channels, if you will. You know what I mean as a Scorpio. There are very much so energy channels in this lifetime that you can tap into. I know you know what I'm talking about, Scorpio. There's just like lines of energy out there, like rivers of energy, you know what I'm saying? And you as a Scorpio, you usually are pretty good at picking on those rivers, being like, I'm gonna set my like target on that river of consciousness, that energy, and ride that wavelength. If you're a Scorpio, you know what I'm talking about. However, just keep in mind that those creative wavelengths are like really strong right now. You might perceive this creative wavelength normally to be something like this, but under this new moon, Scorpio, it's going to be like this. You're going to be like, damn, that's the current right there. I'm going to follow that, So just be aware that if you are a Scorpio ascendant, sun, or moon, your creative energy is way more pronounced. If you're not trying to conceive and you are a Scorpio, especially if you're a Scorpio ascendant, you're very likely going to be able to conceive. So just be aware that if you're not trying to do that, just be aware and take preventative action, because you're going to be more fertile, definitely, under this energy. Now, Scorpio, another thing this could mean is your small businesses as well. So if you're a business owner and you're like, you have a pet project, a creative project, it's like a passion project, you know what I'm saying? you could very much so be feeling a new auspicious birth, a new auspicious beginning brewing there. For the next month, something really beautiful, something really phantasmal, something you've been dreaming about, you've been wanting forever, you know, it could actually happen. It could actually happen in relationship to your small businesses, because you know, the fifth house is your creations. Anything that you've been working to create, anything that you just wanted to create for the longest, it could very well happen under this energy. So, you know, as a Scorpio, you get it above every other sign. I'm pretty sure you have to co-create with the universe. If you don't put in, you can't expect to get out. So I'm asking all the Scorpios to use this energy wisely for the next month. Put the channel, don't waste this current, Scorpio. Use this energy, do your Scorpio thing, use the energy that's there to use at this point in time for this creation, this creative ability, this ability to create, this fifth house creation inspiration. You're going to be having muses whispering all sorts of things up in your ears if you're a Scorpio, Sun, and Sun or Moon for the next month. So listen to the muses, go with them. And you know, the worst thing for y'all is that, you know, just be aware. Yeah, don't go investing everything you own in your passion project just because it feels right. And you know, it could be right and it might be right, but consult with people first. Take your measured approach. Don't be so caught in the feeling of what it's like to have it that you forget to check out the logistics that actually kind of fact check it up, if you know what I mean, Scorpio. Just because there is a possibility to get too lost in an ideal, okay? I just need to warn you about that. I don't think it's going to be anything super detrimental because there is a fifth house influence, and fifth house is again a very auspicious house, but I'm just trying to put it out there for y'all's radar. Okay, okay. Um, the other thing is that you're going to be called to be creative at home because the dispositor or the ruler of Pisces is Jupiter in ancient astrology and is in your fourth house of Aquarius. So you're probably going to be doing a lot of this creative stuff we talked about in a home environment. And if you have kids already, Scorpios, your kids are going to be like really artistic and creative and just like it really kind of like in a creative empathy kind of like genius place. They're just going to be feeling like just deeply moving, powerful, you know, tapped in, tuned in artists at this time because the fifth house is your creations and that includes your children. So there's that as well. And Scorpio, if you're trying to learn astrology once and for real, with a legit supportive environment and a very good teacher, if I do say so myself, look no further. Schedule a call with me in the description box down below today. We are going to rock and roll with this course come May. So if you're ready to learn with people, you want to just get serious, learn astrology once and for all, 6 months of really beautifully supportive hardcore learning. You know, I will make sure you know what you're doing by the time of that course ends. If you're there to engage with it, I am 100% there to support you through it. So make sure that you do schedule that call because slots are already filling up and I want to make sure we get the right people in this cohort. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Scorpios, and everybody who likes this video, comments, shares, and just generally supports this channel with your good vibes. I appreciate you a lot. And with that said, through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.